Arriving at the White House, President-elect Barack Obama and wife Michelle were warmly greeted by President Bush and the First Lady.
Good to see you. Thanks a lot.
As the two women embarked on a tour of the Obamas' new home, the two men walked along the scenic colonnade to the West Wing before posing for the cameras and heading inside the Oval Office for a private meeting that lasted just over an hour. Neither President Bush nor Mr. Obama had any public comment after they met.
It's just very private, and I'm sure that this won't be the only time that they speak. I'm sure that between our staffs and also between the two of them that we'll talk on the way forward.
One issue that appears to have ruffled feathers at the White House, though, is Mr. Obama's recent decision to reverse some Bush administration policies by executive order shortly after he's sworn in, such as Mr. Bush's decision to drill on fragile lands in Utah and to limit funding for stem cell research. A meeting of the president and president-elect is a tradition that goes back decades. In 1980, it was all smiles as President Carter welcomed Ronald Reagan after a bitter campaign. And in 2000, President Clinton, by all appearances, gave a gracious welcome to President-elect George W. Bush shortly after the explosively divisive Florida recount. Now, with the nation both at war and in a severe economic downturn, both men recently said it's essential this transition be as smooth as possible. The visit was not just about politics. It was about adjusting to life in a one-of-a-kind home. The Bushes taking the Obamas on a tour from the Lincoln bedroom to the library to the movie theater to the solarium, a sun-filled room on the roof where the first family can escape for private time.
It's a place where families can go. The furniture is not historic. They can cook little meals up there if they want to. There's every kind of games for the kids.
This morning, Mr. Obama said goodbye to his two daughters, Malia, 10, and Sasha, 7, before traveling to Washington, where a very different life awaits them. Now, after the White House tour, President Bush and President-elect Obama returned to the Oval Office for a second meeting of just about a half an hour. We were told both meetings were constructive, relaxed, friendly, and completely private. Katie?
But Chip, you mentioned ruffled feathers at the White House over news that President-elect Obama wants to reverse a number of President Bush's executive orders. Can you tell us any more about that?
Well, I can tell you there has been some pushback here from the White House today, with one official saying that all of those policies were very well considered. But you know, Katie, they can't complain much because President Bush has used executive orders throughout his administration to put his stamp on a number of policies, a wide range of issues. Katie?
All right, Chip Reid at the White House tonight. Thank you, Chip.